About 1/3 of the storefronts in Lisbon's downtown sit vacant, but the mayor says the village is looking to change that.
It's a very slow process because it takes a lot of work to get people to fix things up and do building construction and so on and so forth. But that's been my main goal the whole time.
We'll tell you how the village is working towards a better future in our towns. Since becoming the mayor of Lisbon 2.5 years ago, Joe Moran says he's been working on revitalizing the downtown.
I want downtown to be a better place.
Before taking office, Moran says he noticed the empty storefronts with no signs saying they were for rent or sale.
We're working on, trying to get these things opened up so that businesses can go into these places. And I think it's starting to work.
Over the past year, I know there's a new nail salon, there's a new yoga studio, massage therapy. So there are new businesses coming in.
To help with the revitalization efforts, the village is partnering with the Lisbon Area Chamber of Commerce. Susan Shank is chamber president.
I believe that this is the first time that there's ever been this type of partnership within the Village of Lisbon. They're the rules and the regulations, and we get to work with the folks that are coming into the village, maybe for businesses or looking for a place to live or relocation information. We get all sorts of questions and individuals coming through our doors.
We've also sent out some letters to ask people to fix up their buildings, and that's starting to come around too. So we've got several buildings that have been fixed up. We have some that are putting in permits now to fix them up or have plans to in the future.
The new businesses that are beginning to fill the empty storefronts will join many longtime staples in the community, like By and By Hardware. The store has been open for 122 years. Owner Robert By has been part of the store his whole life.
I just always wanted to do it, since it's the only thing I ever knew. From being little and coming in here, cleaning and stocking the shelves years ago. Well, I still do that, but we sell a little bit of everything and whatever we can find that we'll think will sell.
By and By sells hardware supplies as well as gifts and candy.
Everybody knows about By and By Hardware. It's like known throughout the tri-state.
By and By also provides repair services. Clerk Bruce Kraft says he can fix just about anything.
From electrical, plumbing, screens, windows, just anything that comes in, I fix. Mr. By stresses keeping it the same way it was in the 1800s. It's just the old-fashioned hardware store. They know they can come in here and have some good conversation, and they all feel welcome.
Another long-standing business is Pondy's Restaurant and Bar, owned by Matt and Jessica Borza. Borza's ancestors, John and Annie Pondy, opened the restaurant in 1916.
They actually moved in here in 1914 as a private residence, and then by 1916, they actually started serving food for profit.
The business changed hands a couple of times until the Borzas purchased it in 1998.
Business has been really great. We're really fortunate to have a loyal group of followers and a lot of people who have discovered us for the first time over the past year. So we're mainly known, I think, for our steaks, but we've got great seafood, burgers, which have gotten some notoriety as well.
Growing up right up the street, and this was kind of like our restaurant, I guess. I never really thought I would own it necessarily, but I always had a level of comfort here. So if you tell somebody you're going to Lisbon, I hear a lot of people just say, you got to stop at Pondy's when you go to Lisbon.
We have a lot of nice old set in stone kind of businesses that are not going away.
Moran says the village has recently undertaken several projects it hopes will bring in more visitors.
At the pool, last year at the very end of the summer, we completed the splash pad. And that's a very family-oriented thing I believe is going to bring a lot of families in this summer. We also have a nice bike trail right outside of town here that brings a lot of people from all over the place. We have some cliffs right outside of town, and the Ohio Climbers Coalition is coming down and they are cleaning up the bottoms of the cliff and putting pins in so that climbers can hook on as they climb up and they're safe. And so I believe that's going to bring a lot of people from outside of town in. We have a dog park that's going in. It's going to be an Eagle Scout project, but along with our parks manager, they've got funded for like $25,000 for that project, and it's really going to be nice.
And the Chamber is working to create more events like their successful Johnny Appleseed Festival.
And that brings such a draw of people. There are people that come from all over. We are trying to have some sort of event every quarter or so. We're hoping that when people come into the village, each time they come, they're seeing a difference. They're seeing an improvement. As things are improving, people are seeing that we are a village in transition and there is revitalization going on here.
You can read more about the Village of Lisbon in the June issue of the Business Journal, out now. Click the subscribe tab to order your copy today.